We have breaking news coming in at this noon hour. I'm Laura Papetti. Firefighters are working to contain multiple fires that are burning right now along Cheney Spokane Road. And we're going to take a live look as our crews are just setting up out there, and you can see the smoke from this shot. Spokane County Fire District 3 says the fire is burning along Cheney Spokane Road and Marshall Road. So in that area, to give some context of what we're talking about, the fires were reported really about 30 minutes ago at 11:30 this morning. People are being asked to avoid that area, including the Fish Lake Trail. So again, taking a live look, you can see obviously response vehicles, you can see it smoking in that area. It is a heavily treed area, again, in the area of Cheney Spokane Road and Marshall Road as we take a live look. I do want to make note, this is the same area, general area, where there were fires earlier this month. And those fires were in the area of the, and I just want to make sure I'm saying the name correctly, the Memorial Gardens, Spokane Cheney Memorial Gardens. The fire a little over a week ago that did cause some damage to the wooded area, did not damage any of the grave sites. And again, this is happening in that same general area along that road system out there in the Cheney Spokane Road and Marshall Road area. You can see multiple crews responding at this moment as the call came in just over a half hour ago, and quite a sight as we opened up that shot. You can see the smoke coming up, and people obviously driving along the road there can get a visual of it, though they are asking for people to stay away if possible. Just stay away from that area because we want to make sure that crews can certainly get in and out, and we have been continuing to track it over the last several minutes as they call in support, as they get a handle on things. You can see there is some traffic driving by that area, so we don't know if they're just letting those cars get off the road and get through, or if that road has been impacted in terms of there's been any closures yet. They are asking, sending a note to the public that they do want you to avoid this area so they can make sure to get those vehicles in and out that need to get there. Scary situation, of course, as we are entering full-fledged fire season this summer. It is that time of year, unfortunately. We don't know how this fire was started. We have no details on that. The fires that happened previously, last week in that same area, they were investigating those, but certainly we have not gotten more on those either. Okay, we're going to take a pause on this right now. Go to Thomas Patrick. He is standing by in the KREM 2 Weather Center with more on weather that impacts, of course, those firefighting efforts and what happens to fires however they start. Right now, Thomas, what do you know?
Yeah, just trying to focus in from a meteorological perspective and looking at some of the weather data that we have to assist in any way possible in trying to alert all of you where this fire is and how dangerous it could be, especially when we do enter fire season like this. So with that being said, all the focus is in on the wind speeds here. So let's dive into Spokane County. So we have this fire pegged somewhere between Cheney Spokane Road and Marshall Road. So it's not too far away from Highway 195, probably just a mile or two off of the highway itself. The winds are out of the southwest, so that would blow that smoke towards downtown Spokane if it starts burning any more aggressively. You can see obviously the localized smoke in the trees there, but it hasn't necessarily picked up all the way into Spokane just yet. Something to add here is the strength of these winds. The observations that we have around this point, funny enough, the closest observation is out at Spokane International Airport. Wind gusts of 17 miles per hour, not terribly severe, and sustained winds have been below 15 miles per hour. So thankfully that is not too aggressive, but it's not outright calm. So obviously there is at least some kind of risk when it comes to these wind speeds, as strong as 21 miles per hour towards the southern portions of the county, where the terrain is a little bit flatter, of course, as it enters in some of those treed treed areas and forested areas that can actually help to block some of that wind. So at the moment, I wouldn't say this is the most dangerous situation in terms of the weather conditions fanning those flames, but it's obviously not nothing with those winds anywhere between about 10 and 20 miles per hour. This is that airport observation. These are the sustained winds at 13 miles per hour, again out of the southwest. Looks hazy over downtown Spokane, but thankfully not terribly smoky outside. Now, in terms of outright fire danger conditions, the red flag warnings are in effect for central Washington. Why is that? Well, the wind speeds are actually going to be much stronger tomorrow. This is actually a Wednesday alert for the region here. So wind gusts up to 35 miles per hour in that region would elevate fire danger conditions to more critical levels in that region of the inland northwest. And again, you can see the general flow of these winds out of the southwest or west-southwest across the region. But again, this is for tomorrow, and this actually got upgraded from fire weather watch to red flag warning for areas like Grant County and Douglas County. So we will continue to monitor the fire danger conditions. In the meantime, temperatures today still going to top out at around 80 degrees. If we can avoid that smoke, it should be a nice day overall, but obviously focusing in on some of these slightly breezy conditions that the inland northwest has to offer today. Laura?
Thomas, thank you. We do have Chief Journalist Amanda Rowley out at the scene right now. She's been providing our video, our live pictures of this fire that is burning along Cheney Spokane Road and Marshall Road. It is in the same area that had what they call potentially suspicious fires last week. We do not know how this fire started today, but we do know it is putting out quite a bit of smoke that people are seeing, and so we want to get certainly an update from Amanda Rowley, who is on the scene. Amanda, a couple of questions, of course. Number one, what are you seeing? And number two, how windy is it out there for you right now?
Yeah, Laura, I just got on scene here just as we were getting onto our noon show. It's actually pretty windy. I felt quite a bit of gusts on and off. Right now we're getting a big one. And I do see that with the smoke that's up in these hills. Just to orient you on where we're at, we are directly across the street from the Spokane Memorial Gardens. I was just here a couple weeks ago where two fires were set within a mile of each other, just on the border of these memorial gardens. Now we're back here again with fire crews responding to a fire across the train tracks, across the street of Spokane Cheney Road, responding to this brush fire. I've seen a few trucks coming and going. I think if you can see just up on the top there, there are still some active flames. See if I can get a closer look for you guys. Right there. And again, you can kind of see the smoke is moving pretty quickly. I can feel that wind. I can imagine fire crews are battling that element here. Right when I got on scene, there was a family leaving the area, and they're actually the woman I spoke to, she's the one that actually said she called in this fire. She said they came to visit a family member's memorial and looked across the road and saw smoke and flames, a lot of flames, a little bit further towards this direction. I'll give you an idea. And there are some crews this way. It looks like the fire has moved significantly from where the woman said she initially saw the fire. This is just outside of the Spokane Memorial Garden. So it looks like, from her account, the fire started this direction and then has moved, and this is the direction the wind is blowing, has moved down this road. And this is Marshall Road that crews are on right now. Laura?
Oh, okay, Amanda, so that video right there, that live shot, gave us a little perspective of where you are. It looks like it's contained in that treed area. Are there any homes around that area for people not maybe familiar with where you are right now? And you saw the folks leaving the Memorial Garden. Have you seen any other folks having to leave that area, again, coming from homes or businesses?
You know, I don't know the answer to that. I have seen, I mean, I'll kind of pan around. There does seem to be it looks like a command center further, I believe it's south or west of where I'm at. There is traffic on this Spokane Cheney Road coming and going. I don't know if that's people leaving the area or if they are just coming and going and aren't aware that this fire has happened. If you take a closer look, once we have a chance, we're going to head down to what looks like this is a command post. We do know Spokane police are on scene as well, but the traffic is open, or we are seeing traffic coming through here. There are some families at the Spokane Memorial Gardens kind of taking a pause from what they're doing, just watching what's going on here.
All right, obviously nerve-wracking with the fire going, and then you can see that, as you said, the wind. It looked like they were close, right up on the flames, fighting it from the ground. Have you seen any air support in that area so far, at least? I know you've only been out there moments, so I don't want to put you on the spot there, but have you seen any planes?
No, Laura, I haven't seen any air support yet. That could be a possibility, and I'll definitely tweet out photos if that is the case. But right now, there are mostly, you can see here, mostly brush fire trucks and fire trucks here on scene. But as far as air support, haven't seen that yet.
So we're looking at what it appears, again, we're seeing a lot of smoke. We saw some flames a moment ago. Mostly smoke in that area that you're seeing at this point that you can see with your camera?
Yes, mostly smoke, but let me take a zoom out here to give you a better idea of that hill where we're seeing a lot of that smoke coming from. There are spots that I'm seeing in this area where there are flames still popping up. So from my vantage point, it does still look active.
All right, well, again, number one priority, Amanda, you and KREM 2 crews, be safe out there as you continue to cover. I know you're going to go up to the command post and find out the latest information. We will continue to check in with you and certainly keep everything posted on KREM.com as well. Impressive work, as you can see, fire crews going right in, responding, battling right in the thick of it as that fire began. Now the call came in just about 45 minutes ago. We do have live video on KREM 2 Plus. We'll keep you updated there, right here on KREM 2 and of course KREM.com. We're going to take a brief break and we'll be right back.